Hello everyone, it is Mike here, and welcome to our first Women's Royal Rumble for 2K25. It is going to be a great one, and we're going to have some of my favorite women in here. Speaking of favorites, Billie Eilish is here. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. She is just amazing. I love her music, and she's got the doll. She's got the doll from Alexa Bliss. She stole the doll from Alexa Bliss. Oh my goodness. Billie Eilish, yeah. She's just amazing. Okay. That's all I have to say. I mean, I'm rooting for her definitely, even though she did not show up in one of my Rumbles before. Remember, she was supposed to be number 30, and she called off sick at the last minute. But Billie Eilish is here, and that's a really good, whoever made it did a great job. And we're going to see who Billie Eilish is going to be facing off with. And it is Wonder Woman. All right, and Wonder Woman's got a sword. Swords are not allowed in the Rumble. Put your sword down. Put your sword down. This is the final warning for you. Put the sword down. Or you can stick it in the ground. Yeah, you're going to get fined for that. Somebody's got to pull that sword out later. Don't really care about the cleaning staff, do we? And I mean, some kid could pick that sword up. You're very irresponsible, Wonder Woman. Very irresponsible. I'm rooting for Billie Eilish because in my eyes, she is Wonder Woman. Okay? Not Wonder Woman. So here comes Billie. And Wonder Woman turned her back on Billie. And we're already having a great fight here. And we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. You're going to see a lot of my favorite women. There's a couple anime women that I don't really know who they are, and I needed room. So you're going to just have to bear with me on like 2 or 3 of these, because I have no idea who in the world they are. But I just threw them in because I needed 30. I was trying to get to 30. And number 3 is Spider-Gwen. We always have Spider-Gwen here. And these are not my personal favorites. It's just whoever I could find. However, I do have favoritism on some of these. So, and look at the double team. Spider-Gwen and Billie Eilish, who I like both of them better than Wonder Woman. I'll go ahead and say it. I don't care. I'm just not the biggest Wonder Woman fan. I'm not. She's alright. She's like, I mean, she's not my favorite. But anyway, Oh, come on! So Billie Eilish is already done. Bull! And number 4 is Cersei Lannister. Talk about ruthless. We got Cersei Lannister in the house, and I actually like how there's no glitching with that dress. I mean, usually with dresses and stuff, it becomes a glitch fest with the game. But Cersei Lannister is in the house, and look at her go. She's one of my favorite characters. She's despicable. She's evil. But she's a great character. She's really well written. She's one of the best written characters on that show, I believe. Despicable, though. And number 5 is the Invisible Woman. And you know which version it is. That is exactly right. So let's go. And I miss that version. I miss that version. I'm okay with this new woman playing Sue Storm, but nobody can replace Alba. Nobody. But, you know, I forget what her name is. What is that? The new actress's name. And number 6 is Jenna Ortega. Yes! And number 6. I'm so happy to see her. Awesome Wednesday. She plays in Wednesday, plays in Scream. One of my favorites in here, for sure. And, yeah, I'm excited what she's going to do with her career. She reminds me of she's like a female Johnny Depp. She plays in a lot of weird roles, but, you know, I like weird roles. But she's like the female version of Johnny Depp, I think. And Cersei going after Jenna there. And we're number 7. Here's one of these anime characters. Ezra Scarlet. I have no idea who that is, but maybe somebody out there knows who she is and can enjoy this. She just got leveled. That's what happened. But And look at Cersei. Oh, wow. Dropping in on Sue Storm there. And Spider-Gwen dropping in on Wonder Woman. It's been a crazy rumble so far. It's only going to get crazier. And number 8 is Catwoman. So we got Catwoman in the house. This is from the Arkham games, I think. Arkham version. There's all different versions of Catwoman. Everyone does not like the Halle Berry one. It seems to be like some common ground everybody has. I've never seen the movie. I heard it's one of the worst movies ever made, so I have no desire to watch it. Personally, I like Michelle Pfeiffer and Kravitz better than Hathaway, but that's just my opinion. So, and number 9 is the Scarlet Witch. And I like Scarlet Witch. I really do. I don't like her goofball husband, but I like the Scarlet Witch. Vision's a goofball. He is a goofball. When Thanos rips that stone out of his head, I could care less. I really can't. I really don't like Vision. I just don't. I like White Vision. I don't like regular Vision. Just think he's dorky. So that's just my opinion. Like, there's a couple Marvel characters I can't stand. Hawkeye kind of grew on me. I didn't like him at first. Then, like, I like him better as Ronin or whatever they like when he goes crazy. I like that version better. But a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people that watch the, Endgame, and they always say, why did Black Widow have to die? Why could it not have been Hawkeye? Would you have cared? Like, would you have been as emotional as you were if Hawkeye died? Come on. You wouldn't care as much. When Black Widow died, you lost your mind. If Hawkeye died, you'd be like, oh well. It's like, they go for the emotional impact on this, They're not going to kill him. I mean, nobody cares. It's like, I don't even know what he's doing in the MCU. And when he had his own show, which was goofy, by the way, the best part of it was Kate Bishop, not him. He's goofy. But anyway, ooh, I can shoot arrows in fancy ways. Woo! I like him better when he's crazy. And he doesn't have his family and he's just berserk. But anyway, we lost the Ezra girl. I don't know anything about her, but I got a lot of takes that, some of you all may not like. But it's just the facts that I have to deal with, And the Invisible Woman. Wonder Woman staying in this. Wonder Woman's really trying to get under my skin. I actually don't hate Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman. It's like, she's not the greatest. She's good. I like her movie. Her first movie's okay. Can't really say anything about the second one, but I mean, there's parts of the second one that are good. But we lost another one here. Looks like it's the Scarlet Witch. So she's done. Spider-Gwen has been in here for a while also. And Wonder Woman might take her out. Look at Cersei Lannister. What is she doing? Have we ever had Cersei Lannister? I don't think we've ever had Cersei Lannister here. And what a move by Wonder Woman. And number 10. Oh, that's the other anime girl. I don't know. That's the other one. There's about 3 of them. I think one's from Chainsaw Man that we're going to have in here. But I have no idea who this is. I usually look these people up just to make sure they're legit. Because I've had a couple that look really good and they're not even characters. And they'll be under the anime hashtag or something. But we lost the Invisible Woman. Imagine if she was just invisible. I mean, she could win the Rumble. If she was invisible the whole time. I think we had a version one time where she was kind of invisible. And number 11 is Rogue. I like Rogue. I like a lot of the X-Men women. Rogue, Storm, Jean Grey. I really like them. Mystique, of course, is my favorite. But she's not going to be in this Rumble. I'm waiting until we get a version of her. I'm really impressed by Jenna Ortega here. She's just hanging in there. And, I mean, we've had Wednesday in here before, but we've never had just her. Which I was surprised I didn't have Wednesday first. And number 12 is Mercedes. Sasha Banks is number 12. So I am going to have some wrestling women in this. And Wonder Woman's still in there. Can Jenna Ortega take her out? No. Wonder Woman is strong. And she might take out Ortega here. And Jenna might take her out. Come on, Jenna. I'm rooting for Jenna here. And number 13 is Toni Storm. I used to not be a big fan of Toni Storm. She's starting to grow on me. And there goes Wonder Woman. See you later. And take that sword out of the ground when you go back to the locker room. You don't need that sword hanging in there. Somebody get a hold of that. Some kid get a hold of that. And that's a lawsuit. And there goes Jenna. Oh, man. But, yeah, Toni Storm, wasn't a big fan of her in WWE. I like her in AEW. And I like her character and what they've kind of done with her. But I haven't really kept track of a lot of it. But they've made her really good on that show. And the same thing can be said about Sasha, too. But I haven't seen a lot of AEW recently. If they ever come back around to where I live, I will definitely go to another show. I didn't go to the last one they had. Because, first of all, I wasn't a big fan of the champion at the time. But I did go to two. I've been to 2 AEW shows. And I went to one of the best ones where CM Punk was there back then. So it's been a while since I've been to AEW. But I think it's totally worth the money. I paid like maybe $70 for a pretty good seat. And it's like a 4-hour wrestling show. It's great. If you ever get a chance, go. It might not be as good as it used to be. And number 14 is Rhaenyra from House of Dragon. So we got another Game of Thrones, well, not Game of Thrones character, but it's from the prequel from Game of Thrones. Rhaenyra, a lot of people love Rhaenyra. I am not on her side. And I am totally heel when it comes to House of Dragon. It's just how it is. And I don't know, it's kind of debatable because everyone talks about Rhaenyra and she's the heir to the throne. And then, there's a bunch of people on the show that didn't want her to be the heir because of her being a female. But in my opinion, she is the heir to the throne. But her kids are incapable of being the heirs to the throne. So, I think honestly, I think that she deserves the throne, but she didn't have her children in the royalty, like with a king or something. So she kind of broke the code. But that's debatable. I mean, sorry about that. I think I got a scam call or something. But anyway, Toni Storm has been eliminated. But like I said, it's a debatable situation because, and Rhaenyra is gone now, but so Rhaenyra basically was the heir to the throne. Her dad even wanted it. And, some of the other houses would challenge it because she's a woman. But she definitely deserves the heir. But she had, I believe, kids with either her bodyguard or a knight, which is not supposed to happen. So I don't think her kids are the heir to the throne. So maybe she should have been the queen until his other children got older. So I think that's my opinion. Some people that like Knights might not be happy with me saying that, but I don't care. I don't care. And I know a lot of people are Team Rhaenyra. It's like, get over it. But, I'm kind of house green, but you got to be kind of a little bit ruthless to be house green. So, enough with Game of Thrones talk, though, because some of it's, I'm like speaking Spanish to some of you all, because you guys don't like that show. But we have some more people here. We have Katana here, of course, from Mortal Kombat. We got Nancy, so we have two Albas here. Nancy's here. And number 18 is Misty. Not a big fan of Misty, but Ash, Misty, Brock, all those. I like the Pokemon. I don't like the human characters. And Katana is done. And number 19, this is another anime one. Yeah, I think she's from Chainsaw Man. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. And Nancy. Let's go, Nancy. Nancy trying to push Fox out. And it's not going to be that easy. And number 20 is AJ Lee. AJ Lee coming in at 20. And Nancy's still alive. There goes one of the anime women. And we're going to have women and men's rumbles together. That's part of the plan. We're going to have those random ones where it's going to be a lot more fun because we can throw women and men in. And it's going to be a lot more fun this year. And Sabrina Carpenter is number 21. The singer, she's pretty good. It's not my favorite type. I prefer Billy and Lana and I prefer that kind of pop, kind of gloomy pop. Sabrina's like uplifting pop, kind of. And of course, her and Ortega had a music video together. I like that video. But it's cool seeing Sabrina Carpenter here. And number 22 is Poison. No, it's Atomic Eve. I'm getting ahead of myself. Atomic Eve is in the house from Invincible. I like Atomic Eve. Great character. I like the girl that plays Mark's girlfriend too. But him and Atomic Eve, there's I don't know if they're going to end up together or how it's going to go. I think the problem with Invincible, I love the show and I need to catch up on it. I haven't seen any episodes this year at the time I'm doing this. The biggest problem with that show is there's so much going on. It's just like there'll be stuff that happened 5 episodes ago that they bring up again, and now we got Poison Ivy. And it's like, what is this storyline? There's like 100 things going on at once with different characters, and I really like some of the characters. Like I like the twin brothers. I think they're cool, and the robot guy's cool, and Monster Girl, and Atomic Eve, and then there's Rex. I think it's her boyfriend or whatever. He's a cool character. There's so many cool characters, but there's so many storylines going on at once. It's hard to keep track of everything. And then they change it up, and like they'll be telling one story and then cover the other story on the next. I love the show, but I think there's just too much to cover and little time to do it sometimes. And that Beast guy, I don't know if he's ever coming back. Battle Beast or whatever his name is. That dude was a beast. There's some really good characters on that show. Good villains and about good everything. It's really good writing. It's just too much going on. I feel it's a little overwhelming watching it sometimes. But that first episode, if you watch the first episode of Invincible, that ending is like the craziest ending I've ever seen. And we got Paige here. And Nancy is finally done. Poison Ivy took her out. We still have a little ways to go. And I guess Paige is not with WWE because they don't want to take a risk with her injury or whatever. That's my guess. I don't know what the whole deal is. I haven't watched AEW in forever. But she's definitely one of my favorites. And 25 is Carrie. I'm not the biggest fan of the Carrie movies, to be honest. I actually like the newer version, I think, better than the original. Which is kind of controversial to say, but it's the truth. I do like the original, the remake better. I don't know, there's parts of the remake that are good, and then there's parts of the original that are good, but like, neither one of them are great. But I probably like the remake a little bit better, actually, which is a hot take. But still, I think both versions are not great. It's not one of my favorite horror movies, for sure. And we got Harley Quinn here. So we got Quinn versus Poison Ivy. This is kind of the classic Harley Quinn. And we'll see who's coming in next. They're coming in here quick. I said it always on 30 seconds because otherwise it'd take an hour and take too long. And Poppy is number 27. So she is a great singer. I've been listening to some of her songs. That Concrete song is just like the weirdest song ever. Some people like coffee. Some people like candy. It's such a weird song. But she's awesome. You know the women that, are my favorites are the weird ones. Like Sabrina's not one of my favorites. She's alright, but I always like the weird ones. So, Poppy's amazing, though. And she's done a lot of songs for WWE. NXT, for Elimination Chamber. I like listening to her songs. They're very unique. Kind of has a little baby metal vibe to it. But I love heavy metal, and I like a little breath of fresh air. I get tired of the men growling. I want a couple women growling too. So Poppy, good luck to her in this Rumble, though. She's going to definitely need it. Oh, man. Atomic Eve takes another one out. And Poison Ivy takes out Atomic Eve. So Paige is done. And Atomic Eve is done. And Harley Quinn takes another one out. Man, they're flying out of here. And Sabrina Carpenter could be next. Yeah, she is. Her music's okay. It's not bad. There's certain... I like pop music. I do like pop music. I don't have a problem with pop music. I know a lot of people would say, well, if you love metal music, why? I like anything. I like about any music. I'm not a big country fan, but country and opera are probably the two that I like the least. But I can enjoy anything, really. But if we're talking about my favorite genres, metal is first, then probably rock at second, then rap, and then classical or dubstep. Those are probably my favorite genres. And, I can enjoy pop and R&B, but I'm just not. They're not my favorites. But we got Elvira here. Like I said, I'm very impressed with the dresses and how they're not going all over the place. Actually pretty impressed with how the game's flowing here. Look at Elvira. Wow. And number 29 is Faye Valentine, one of my favorite anime women from Cowboy Bebop. Bebop. Love that show. Love that theme song. Used to wake up to it every morning. That jazz music, just so good. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to butcher it. But I love waking up to that. I used to, and when it starts, it just, all this music plays at once. And we got Ada Wong at number 30. Ada Wong is in the house. There ain't nothing wrong with Ada Wong. I'll tell you that. Oh, I love Ada Wong. Ada Wong is amazing. Definitely my favorite female character from Resident Evil. And my favorite male character is Leon. So they kind of have a love interest, kind of. It's weird, it's complicated. But I like both of them. Better than the Redfields or better than Valentine. Jill Valentine's good too. I'd probably put her at my third favorite. Chris, I'm not a big Redfield person on either one of them. Chris or Claire. I prefer Jill and Leon and Ada Wong. I like all of them. So. And Ada Wong is in trouble. Uh-oh, Poppy. Come on, Poppy. Don't do this to me. Well, she is number 30. Ugh. I hate to root against Ada, even though I really like Ada. I hate to root against her. Look at Elvira. Oh, my goodness. And Ada with a nice move there. And Faye Valentine. I got a lot I like here. I like all of these pretty good. Some of them not as much as others. Not Elvira and Carrie as much, but we're down to 5. Look at the double team on Carrie. And Carrie's hanging in there. I like Carrie's design. I like when she's like covered in that is it cow's blood or pig's blood in the movie? I forget which one it was. But yeah, what they did to her was just a total shame. And you know, there was people that actually cared, I think. They weren't involved in the prank. And then she goes crazy on everyone. And I like the telekinesis, but I don't know. That movie's just weird. I'm not a big fan of that movie in general. Look at Ada Wong. All right. There's nothing wrong with Ada Wong. That is for sure. There's nothing wrong with her, except for the fact that she helps out, what's his name? Albert Wesker. Ugh. Biggest piece of trash ever. Albert Wesker. Can't stand that guy. He's like Daniel the D on Resident Evil. That's what he reminds me of. Do not like him. I don't think anybody likes him. But, like, I love villains, but, like, Mr. X and William Birkin and Nemesis, those are the guys. He's just, you know, he's just annoying. He reminds me of Daniel the D, too. That even makes it worse. And Ada Wong got that wrong when she tried to go up that turnbuckle. Totally botched that. They need to remove the Prime. It's just making me want that ice pop. Just get rid of it. I'm looking at it. It's hot outside, and I'm seeing the Prime bottle, and it's just making me thirsty. And I'm not going out and getting ice pop. That's what 2K wants me to do. Logan Paul is working with Mr. 2K. And he wants us to buy more Prime. It's all over the place. It's like he's taking over the world or something. I mean, Logan is definitely... I mean, a lot of you all don't give him the credit that he deserves. I mean, he's a talented wrestler. He is. You may not like him. Does he deserve a 90 overall? Absolutely not. Does he deserve to tease me with Ice Pop? Constantly, every time I do a Rumble, I'm gonna have to see that bar of Prime over there. It's like, come on. That's my favorite flavor too, is Ice Pop. And Poppy's still in this. These 5 are really taking it to the limits. And Faye Valentine, love Faye Valentine. Probably my least favorite's probably Elvira here. Or Carrie, one of the two. Which is odd for me because usually you'd think the women of Horror would be my favorite. And Elvira and Ada are in trouble. Can they both survive? And Elvira is done. And Ada Wong's getting double teamed. Ada Wong's still in. Of course, she was number 30. So, and Poppy is finished. And, Ada may have saved Carrie. So that was a good save. But you never want to save people in the Rumble. You know, this is not charity. You don't want to help people out. And, well, there you go. Another repaid. And look at Carrie here. I don't know what she's doing here. Look at Ada Wong totally botching again. And Carrie, look at Ada Wong here. Can Ada Wong get her over? And it does not work. And Carrie going after Ada. And Faye, they're really botching bad. Just been a crazy night already. And look at Ada here. Oh, man. And we'll see who wins this. We're getting down to the wire. Somebody's going to have to make a move eventually. And a couple of them have been saved by another person. And Faye Valentine is on the ropes. And if Carrie joins, this could be really bad. But she doesn't, and Faye Valentine's been eliminated. Carrie sneaking up with this move on Ada Wong and drops her right on the Prime bottle. And Carrie. Man, Carrie's going crazy. She's doing this without using her telekinesis. And Wong with the reversal. Oh, but another counter by Carrie, using her knee as a good counter there. And once again, on the Prime bottle. Why is it there? I don't know. Because Logan Paul has to have constant advertisement. Maybe that's why. He's teasing me on this hot, sunny day. He's like, Mike, you know you want some Ice Pop. Look at this Ice Pop here. Let me tease you. It's blistering hot outside, 80-some degrees, and I have Ice Pop here. Why don't you go buy some in the store? I'm not going to the store tonight, Logan. I'm not going. But anyway, There's that big bottle again. But Ada Wong is gone. And Carrie wins. She's going to do a little show off there. And then all of a sudden the audience starts dying. The lights fall on their head. So Carrie wins. But she better not point at the WrestleMania sign. Do not point. You will bring that sign down with your mind if you're not careful. Don't point. Don't point at the sign. No! You're not going to WrestleMania. If you go, you'll be a hazard for all the people there. You will be a safety hazard. You're not going to Philadelphia. There's already enough carnage in Philadelphia as there is. We don't need Carrie. You saw what happened when the Eagles won. The last thing we need is Carrie there. Okay, but anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. By the way, I was rooting for the Eagles. No diss to Philadelphia. But, yeah, Carrie wins. That's our first Women's Rumble, and I thought it was great. A little bit of botches here and there, but, I mean, you get that with every game. But I really enjoyed some of the characters we had to offer, too. Some new faces, some old faces, but altogether it was a lot of fun. And I just want to keep on doing certain Rumbles. We're going to add more women into the Rumbles now because you can have intergender Rumbles, so expect more of that. And make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment. Helps. Not just the live chats. Leave a comment also. It really helps out. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Carrie wins. There's no way she's going to WrestleMania, though. And I'm not buying Ice Pop either. Not today, at least. I'll see you all later.